Donald Trump won't hold his wife Melania's hand in public, because he wants to be seen as a presidential alpha, a body language expert has said. The President and First Lady had an awkward handhold on the tarmac of the Palm Beach International Airport. He had just arrived on Air Force One for a visit to his Mar A Lago resort. Trump and Melania were holding hands when he first got off the plane. But the president abruptly let go to clap with the well-wishers, who were there to greet him. Melania reached for his hand again, at which point he brought her hand up towards him, gave it 2 pats and dropped it once more. Typically a handhold shows a couple as a unit, body language expert Patti Wood told the Daily. But to me, I think he's been saying, I want to be seen as the president on my own, which is very much alpha. I want to be just the powerful me. And it's clear that that's his choice. Footage of the interaction shows First Lady Melania was at first all smiles, as she waited patiently to be reunited with her husband, after his whirlwind week in Washington. She gave the president a kiss when he got off the plane in what was her first public appearance since Trump's inauguration. Melania went to hold his hand as they made their way across the tarmac, but Trump then appeared to drop his wife's hand twice. The couple initially walked behind a car on the tarmac, while holding hands. Holding hands can communicate so much about an individual and a couple, depending on the position of the hands, who reaches in first, who breaks it first, Wood said. What's fascinating, I think to all of us, is that they're holding hands at all. They hold hands in private, so we know that there's a coupleness that we weren't seeing in public or at the inauguration. But Trump let go to clap along with the well-wishers on the tarmac. Melania then grabbed his hand again, prompting him to bring it up towards him, tap it a couple of times, and drop it one more time. The president appeared to be walking slightly ahead of the First Lady, as he waved to supporters. Even though we've been hearing that Melania wants to be like Jackie O, she initiated this handhold. He clapped his hands to get out of it, which was very odd because basically he's clapping away from her, Wood said. And then the second time, she goes into a supplicant handhold, in which she cups her hand up, showing I'm supplicant, I will take the bottom position but I want to hold hands. She goes into it and he goes out of that. The way Trump patted his wife's hand, using his flat palm with his fingers open, wasn't an affectionate gesture. It could have been affection if he'd cupped his hand, if he'd done it with sweetness, or if he had kissed her and done it. But instead the gesture was a clear way of saying no. He pulls it up towards him, it has some admonishing to it, some power, and then he has that flat hand to say, no no. He's smiling as he does it. He's not mad. He's fully in control of what's happening, Wood said. Based on the rest of the interaction, as well as on other footage, Wood believes the presidential couple do hold hands in private. He doesn't want to do it in public, she said. It's very clear that she does, she would like that. That would make her feel connected, and she would get some of that power and confidence, and he's saying no, not in public. Wood has noticed a shift in the couple's body language since Trump entered the presidential race. They used to be very sexually affectionate years ago, when they were first together, first married. But now, their body language says that Trump wants to be seen as alpha, according to Wood. He doesn't want to give comfort, or be seen as a unit in public. Since running for president, that's an interesting choice. It changes your couple dynamics pretty dramatically, if you had that before and now you don't, she said.